We are going to be going over this last week's price action on the NQ here. And we're also going to be taking a look at what my P&L is for the month of June. And then at the end, I will be talking about a prop firm that I passed. So let's jump right into it here on the daily chart. So not this last week, but the previous week, or actually Monday, we actually retested highs of that 30,900, so about 31,000, and we rejected for the rest of the week. So that could have been a really good swing trade for this week, right? So if, say, you were playing weekly put options on the QQQ, you could have gone short or gone into puts here at that 31,000 level, and then just held for a Friday expiration, and had a huge move to the downside on Tuesday, and probably could have made some decent profits here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go into weeklies for options, but since we are coming down here at that 29,200, I might go into call options and have a Friday expiration to see if we can make a retest of all-time highs or not. Well, I guess it is all-time highs here. If not, if we start breaking lower, then I might have another position going into puts. But that Friday for 0 DTE, so 0 DTE days till expiration, so 0 days. So come Monday, if we start coming up higher, if I see the market coming up higher, I might do a Friday expiration for a move up to 31,000, and then if we break, I'll probably get out of that and do a 0 DTE puts if we break lower here on Friday's lows, since we'll probably make a move back down to 28,800. So this is what the daily is looking like here. I do have this green range here, the 29,900. We were rejecting that pretty well on Thursday and on Friday. So we'll jump into a 5-minute chart frame here. But yeah, it looks like we're trading in a range, a bigger range. So the bottom of that range being of that 28,800 level, and then around that 30,800 or that 31,800 level, or 31,000, sorry, level being the top of that range. So if we come back down here, I do a Friday call option to see if we can get back up here. So that'd be a really good, actually, swing trade for a call option. But if we have like a huge move to the upside and I can get, a couple 100% return on my one call option, that'd be great. So I might take next week a little bit slower, going on some Friday call options, because right here, we might come back down to 28,800. That is a level that I'm looking at, a level of interest, because sure, we made a lower low on this area here, but we have been bouncing off of this 28,800 level for the past, couple. So this is May 12th here, bounced off. May 18th there, May 19th, also the 20th. We bounced off of it on the 5th of June. That was the low of the 8th of June. We broke below, but closed above. We traded below it, sure, but then we came back up, okay? So 28,800 is going to be a very big level of interest as support for the NQ. Now, on the top side, for a swing trade, 30,800 is going to be a pretty good level to look at as well. So we're trading in between 28,800 and 30,800. So what is that? 2,000 points. So a 2,000 point swing there could get you some pretty decent profits if you want to stay patient to see if we come back down here to 28,800 and maybe take a call option down there, which sounds like a really good idea. I think I might take that trade here on the next week. So let's go to the 5-minute. Take a quick look at the price action. It was actually pretty choppy. So Wednesday, I think this is Tuesday. So Tuesday, we come up, hit 30,000, and then we came back down, bounced off of 29,700, chopped around for probably 3 hours, and then came down. Overnight session, a big chop zone, big range here. And then Wednesday morning, we had a little bit of chop, came up, chopped a little bit, came down, chopped a little bit, and then just flushed, chopped a little bit, came up, and then came down. So this is very hard price action that we are currently in. But this right here, this move up was because of Micron earnings. Micron earnings beat. They had really, really good earnings and forecasts. So that's why we had this huge move up on the NQ, right? And then overnight we chopped around, came back down a little bit, respecting that 30,000 area, came up above it, and then rejected that 30,200. I thought we were going to get a push higher, but we didn't get that. We got a flush for 30 minutes of this opening candle here. Flush for 30 minutes, bounced off of 29,200. Okay, so we moved up from 29,200, came all the way up to 30,200. That's a 1,000-point swing right there, and then just flushed back down, came back up a little bit, traded sideways pretty much for the whole rest of the day, which I guess hindsight is 2020, but if we know we have a huge move to either side, there's probably going to be sideways action at some point for the after that big move to the downside. So again, 29,900 we rejected once, twice right here, 3 times after hours, 4 times. That 4th time right there was in after hours, and then we flushed all the way back down, another 1,000 points. Traded sideways until market open. Traded sideways a little bit, came up almost to 29,000, and this is Friday price action here. Came back down to 29,400. Came up, came down, came up, and then sold off a little bit here. The last 2 hours, we were sort of sideways chopping, and then came back down. So very, very choppy price action this last week, which shows in my results. So let's take a quick look at my results here, and I'm going to see if I can change the window, so bear with me. This one here, and then we'll go here. Okay, so so this was the second week, so June 10th. So second week of trading June. So I was up 8,000. That Friday, June 12th, I lost $3,000, which I'm like, whatever. I had that sort of mindset, and you can see it right here on this day right here. That mindset was like, okay, I'm up like $8,000 on the week. I can lose some money if I need to, but that's a wrong mindset to have. I should have had a capital preservation mindset versus, oh, I've made this much money. I can risk more to make more. But I think I had the wrong mindset going into Friday, so I was down 3,600. That next week, I had an all green week, so up 300, up $40. Wednesday up 718, and then finished the day off very well, up $1,000. I was up at 2,100 there, so really good week there. So the 18th, so I got back up to 6,500. June 19th was Juneteenth, so the market was not open. Started off great on Monday, so was up there, and then got up to $7,931. So I was like, okay, I'm up $1,300 on the day. Good. And then come Tuesday, that choppy price action came in, and as you see here, I lost about $3,000, which I was like, whatever. But I was pretty disappointed with my trading just because I wasn't patient enough. So Tuesday, I wasn't patient enough, and then Friday I wasn't patient enough, and that it shows on the charts, right? Or it shows on the P&L. So Tuesday I was not patient with my entries. Lost 3,000. Wednesday, I was up $400 in the morning, probably within an hour. Should have stopped trading. And I'll move this up a little bit so you can see my calendar here. Should have stopped trading early Wednesday, up $400, gave it all back, and plus 68. So down $68 on Wednesday. Thursday, again, up $434 before 9:30, I believe. I finished the day up $32. So in those 2 days, and on Monday, so if I would have just had those $400 days. So 400 plus 400 plus 1,000, 350 would have been 2,150. I was down that much, so I would have been down 800 on the week, which wouldn't have been a bad week. I mean, it happens. $800, whatever. And then Friday, I was not patient at all. I wanted the market to go lower, and hope was my strategy. And hope is not a really good strategy because at that point I was just gambling, right? I was just betting that the market was going to go down. But you know what? It came up. Or actually, let's take a quick look. So, yeah, I wanted to go in. I went into puts, but the market came up, right? So at that point, I was just gambling. I wasn't patient. I wasn't sticking to my strategy. I wasn't really doing much, right? I was just, I'm going to go into puts right away. First 5-minute candle. So pretty disappointed with my trading actually this week. So down 683. So on the week, let me see, plus 683 plus, let's go $69 minus 32 minus 36 minus 1,350. So on the week, I am down $2,303. Unfortunate, but I guess that's what happens when you are not patient, are not following your strategy, not following your rules, and you're over trading, right? Tuesday, prime example of over trading. Friday, I did not over trade. I just stuck to my guns. I'm like, nope. I was being stubborn, to be honest. I was being stubborn. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna abide by my rules. I'm being stubborn. I'm gonna go short. I'm gonna go into puts, and that's what it is. It is what it is, right? And I ended up losing pretty much my whole account because I withdrew the majority of my profits. Obviously, I'm still up $4,200 on the month. Withdrew all my profits. I left $700 in there, and then right now I have a account balance of $15.43. So I'm saving myself from myself. You know, I withdrew those profits. That 4,000. I withdrew 4,700, but I put in another 500 yesterday. Ended up losing it. It is what it is. So coming into Monday, I know I need to take it a little bit slower. Let's go back to the chart and maybe see if we have some swing option calls if we do get down to 28,800, and that might be my only trade for the week. If we start losing the bid there at 29,800, then I'll just get out of that position and just call it a week. I do want to start July off very, very well. I do not work. I'm not working on Tuesday. I only work Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I'm going to have off. I'm not sure if the markets are open on Friday. It is July 3rd, but also I don't want to be stuck in the markets because I'm taking some days off of work. I'd rather be spending that time with my family, getting ready for the 4th of July and stuff like that. So I'm just making this video. Oh, also, sorry, I need to confirm or I need to show you that I actually did pass a TPT or Take Profit Trader account here. So a $25,000 account, I passed it in 5 days. So if we take a look at this, I had a really nice first day here, up $773. And then second day here, third, fourth, and fifth day, I was taking it very light. So I had 7 total trades that first day. Let me see P&L. Okay, no. Here's my first trade. First trade on the 22nd, 10 trades, up 773. Second day, I had 2 trades, really, really good, up 376.50. On the 24th, I had the exact P&L, $376.50 as the previous day, but with 13 trades, which is pretty odd there. So I had total of 9 trades, just 13 different executions. On Thursday, I had 6 trades up $208, and then Friday I had 7 trades up $115. So I have now a pro account, which I can activate this one here. It is pending to go pro, which I will do maybe on Sunday night. I'm not 100% sure, but I have never taken a payout from Take Profit Trader. I started trading prop firms in January of 2024. So I've been doing it for 2.5 years now. I've only taken 2 payouts in January 2025 and February 2025. So it took me 1 full year to get a payout, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. But since then, I haven't taken a payout with Top Step. Stopped trading with Top Step. I went over to Take Profit Trader, and as you see here, I've passed a couple of them. This one these two right here, 150Ks. I was churning through them. I spent a lot of money on churning those through because I think there's like $1,000 per, $1,500 per, and I did those 6 times, so that's a lot of money. Didn't get a payout. One of the times that I did have, I think $250,000 accounts, I was up $1,800 over the buffer, and I could have given myself an $1,800 payout, but I ended up blowing those accounts up. Two accounts I remember, and I was just so defeated. I was so over trading, and this was earlier this year. I think it was in April, I think it was in April, March or April. I was just so done with trading. I deleted my YouTube account, deleted my X account. I just stopped trading it whatsoever, and then came back early June. And then I started like, you know what? I'm just gonna put $500 into this account here, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. My P&L, I'm up 678%. At one point, I was up 1,281%, that's where I started with a small position. I even deleted my Webull account. I was like, man, I'm done with trading. Whatever. I'm just sick of it. Obviously I don't have the discipline or whatever, but something keeps telling me just to keep trying, keep going, and I'm a very competitive and very driven person. So I'm like, okay, man, let's put $500, $600 in this account, $650 I think I started with, and I just, I ran it up to $8,000 in 1 week, or 2 weeks, which was crazy. I was like, man, that's really good. You're doing good. And then the 3rd week of June, all green days. It's like, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. This last week, though, not so hot. Maybe getting a little bit overconfident. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just doing these YouTube videos just to show you some technical analysis and then just showing you how I trade, or maybe the levels that I'm looking at, obviously. So if you're liking this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Show some love. That's a free thing to do. Show some love, some support to the channel. I am restarting. I think I had close to 430 subscribers before, but now I'm down to, I think, 4 now. But yeah, so I appreciate it, everybody that has subscribed so far, and we'll see you Sunday morning, or Sunday evening, sorry.